I'm sorting through bulk today, Japanese 151. Right now I'm just kind of, and this is probably not the most efficient way, but I'm just going to do it how I think is best. I'm going to separate the non-hollows from reverse hollows, from Pokeballs. And I've just been sleeping up the Pokeballs as they have been coming. And they're actually nice to find. I forgot I had this until a friend reminded me of it. Thanks, Joe. So I just thought I'd just record it, and I think I'm going to open this box at the end of the video as well, because there is a rip in the seal anyways, and I have some more. And also, why not? There we go, Jolteon, reverse hollow. All of this bulk is from when I used to stream a rip and ship on TikTok. And it used to be really fun. It just burn out fast from that. But it was profitable, definitely. And it really helped kickstart this whole thing for me. I think maybe next I will sort the type. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. And I have two piles going here for no reason at all. I don't even know why I did that. Let's just double check that I didn't do that for a reason. Nope. All right, good. So yeah, I hope I pulled the Gengar Master Ball out of there. Personally. But what's really cool about 151, especially Japanese, is the Master Ball chases, which are not in English. Pikachu, Gengar, there's some other good ones. And this is also, I like this because I love all the original 151 Pokemon. Yeah, I like Gen 2 as well. A little bit of Gen 3. And then after that, there's some cool Pokemon mixed in there, but they just don't have my heart like Gen 1 and 2 do, I guess. Marowak, love that guy. Golbat. Then I guess I should separate the trainers. There we go, Pokeball. It's like a little treasure hunt. What would be crazy is if I found a Master Ball mixed in here. Whoops. Alright, yep, looking good. Is this from my other pile? Okay. I gotta make sure there's not other sets mixed in here like this guy. Wow, that might make this a lot harder. Hopefully there's not too many of those. I don't even know how I caught that. There's another one. Alright, I should be able to catch it as I go. I think there's I don't even know why those are mixed in there. That's from Shiny Treasures, I think. Can't remember. Wartortle, cool. Pikachu. Reverse Ditto. This is, I never really understood this Ditto picture. Is he a rock? Is he supposed to be blending in with the rocks? Jigglypuff. Nice, Machamp. Okay. This is the rest of it. Most people wanted their bulk for 151, from what I recall. Not many people only wanted the hits from their boxes, which is a little bit abnormal from other sets that I've opened. It is at this point where I go dead silent and I just focus in on sorting through the bulk. So I can give you some voiceover action while I fumble through these cards. Most recently, I just finished vending my first card show, and it was so much fun. I think I made maybe $190 total, minus the $60 table fee. Also adding a really nice PSA 10 Charizard V from Champion's Path to the inventory. And for me, that's well worth going through all of it. Also just learning what works, what doesn't work. For example, it was always fun for me to try and grade sequential sets, like 3 cards in a row, 2 cards in a row. And I got lucky enough, if you watch one of my first PSA reveal videos, to get like 3 sequential sets, 3 cards each. And in the back of my mind, after watching some other YouTubers say, hey, here's what you should do, here's what you shouldn't do while you're vending, I kind of had a feeling that those sequential sets would not sell or even get looked at. And I was correct. Nobody looked twice at the sequential sets. Nobody thought they were as cool as I did, I guess. And that's definitely, from my experience, more of a eBay sale, because it is kind of a niche collector thing to have the certain numbers sequential. But I guess I needed to just see that for myself at the show. But I won't do that again unless I vend like a really bigger show. Because overall, slabs in general just were not as popular as selling raw singles. And I don't think I had one person. Oh, here is a Pokeball. Love to find those. Let's leave that puppy up. Where was I? Most people wanted to buy singles, and I don't think I had one person that even really wanted to check the condition for grading. They just wanted it for their binder copy or because they liked the card. My $3 binder was doing really well. Also, my $20 slab binder. There's another Pokeball. My $20 slab binder, which basically was what I consider junk slabs, were selling really good, and I was really happy to see that. Most of the time, it was people who maybe they didn't even own one slab and they just wanted 1 or 2 in their collection. And for $20, that's a pretty good deal. Most of them were CGC slabs, but there were a few PSA slabs in the binder. I think I sold like 8, 9, 10 of those, maybe less. the best, in my opinion, one of the best parts was buying while vending, getting great deals, cashing people out right away, because that's what they want. That's the benefit of selling at around 80%. You get cash in hand that same day, that same 5 minutes that you're talking to me. But yeah, check out the vendor POV video that I posted. Let me know if you have any tips or tricks for me going forward. Right now, I don't have another show lined up until early April. So I got a while to restock my inventory and whatnot. Really trying to gain more English singles. Japanese singles were selling well as too. The one that comes to my mind, another Pokeball, Machoke. It's a really cool art, actually. I really like this card. Gosh, I can't remember what I was going to say now. Japanese singles. Yeah, it just had to be the right Pokemon. So I sold like maybe 3 or 4 of the new Psyduck AR from Mega Dream. Really popular. That one was selling really good. The Burger Chew, I sold 2 Burger Chew slabs. Probably because it's pretty cheap right now. And I think collectors just want it in their collection. I think I sold one for 60 and one for 55. Okay, I did skip around a lot in this video because my daughter was playing in the basement next to me while I was doing this. And I had to pause the video. I had to pause quite a few times. This whole organizing the bulk took a really long time in multiple sessions. So right here, I'm just I organized the Pokeballs from the reverse hollows from the normal cards, and now I'm putting the types together: fighting, grass, fire. You understand. But yeah, state of the market right now, we're definitely in somewhat of a boom. I don't even want to call it a boom. We're trending upward. A lot of people are using that word boom. Maybe we will enter a true boom, but maybe not for a couple more months. Personally, what I'm trying to go after right now, and it might be the worst time to go after these. However, this is when I've never been more liquid. So I don't know how to combat that, but I've been going after first edition PSA 9s vintage, mostly fossil right now. I have the Dragonite, I have the Kabutops, I might have the Hitmonlee depending on what happens with this eBay seller who seems like a scammer, but we'll see. Dealing with that right now. I have just been loving this channel for what it is. I'm gonna really use it to archive my journey in 2026. Even the vendor POV video that I've just posted, I'm so happy that I got that. It was 4 hours of footage, and I spliced it down to 28 minutes of good interactions, with my friend Joe, and that's just gonna be something that I'll remember forever, as corny as that sounds, but it was fun. Yeah, I'm not trying to blow up on YouTube or anything. If anything, I'm trying to let people know that I am a legitimate seller, maybe first and foremost. Because I do well on eBay, and now that I'm vending, I'm hoping I could do well vending. And with those 2 avenues of selling, hopefully scale the business just a little bit more than I have in the past 2 or 3 years. What else? Okay, so I mentioned that it was hard to sell those sequential sets at the show. And then funny enough, I get an offer 2 days after the show on eBay. Someone wanted $20 off my price, and I just said, yeah. Because I'm starting to recognize what sells where, and I didn't know if I was going to get an offer on that sequential set again. So I just took it. Profited well, take the money and keep rolling it into more and more cards, hopefully quality cards. Um, and also going to shows as a buyer, definitely do that first, because you just get the lay of the land, right? And you get to understand how the vendors are thinking and how you are thinking as the buyer. Yeah, I think that really helps because it just makes you more comfortable. The first show I ever went to was Collecticon in Chicago, Collecticon Chicago, and I was completely overwhelmed. I could tell places like that, way more slabs are probably selling. I was looking for raw gradable cards, and one of the first things I learned is it's okay to say, hey, I'm looking for gradable cards. Do you have any? Most of the time, they grade themselves, and that lets you know right then and there if they're going to be honest with you or not. Because some of them will say, yeah, check this one out, completely not gradable, right? Or they'll say, hey, okay, I understand what you're looking for. Check these 2 cards right here. Another common thing the vendor might say is, hey, I just took these 5 cards in today. I didn't even get a chance to look at them yet. Check them out. And that I can understand because things are moving fast at a show. And now I see it from the seller perspective as well. So yeah, things are moving fast at the show. If you take in trades, raw cards, you're really not going to have time unless it just looks pristine to the eye. You just put it in your case right away, but usually you want to put it right back into your display case and try to turn a profit right then and there. So someone telling me, hey, I just took these in, check them out, you could get a gradable card that way. But yeah, when I was sorting these cards, I was slow at first. Like it's hard for my brain to remember where I put each type. But after a while, I start to get super fast. This video was definitely inspired by one of my favorite YouTubers in the Pokemon space, Pokemon Steven from Australia. He would always do these and just talk from the top of his head, and I really enjoyed that aspect. So thanks, Pokemon Steven. And if you don't know him, go check him out. He's fairly big. I'm sure you've heard of him. I think he's the biggest seller in Australia, or one of the biggest sellers in Australia. But yeah, I don't know why I organize these every time, because they just get messed up every time I add onto the pile. But yeah, from this point on, I did not find any Master Balls in the bulk. I knew I wouldn't. It would have been fun to find one, but tons of Pokeballs that I found that are in that. They're sleeved up on the top left up there. But yeah. What else is going on? Nothing that I can think of, but I'll just keep watching along with you guys. We'll play some music in the background, probably. All right, so we've made it to the box opening. I think I have like 5 of these boxes left over from my streaming days, and I'm just really happy I kept them. However, seals break. This one had a fairly big ripped seal on the side of the box. And I, in my mind, I'm like, hey, let's see if I can get anything out of here that I can either put in my display. Because I think I'm all in on this box for maybe $100. And I think they're worth like $230, $240 now. So if I can pull some type of cool Master Ball, that would pay for itself. Let's see if I get an SAR. Hopefully not an SR. You can see right here, I'm just examining the packs. I just always do. Not that I've ever gotten a bad box from my supplier. But I just like to check in on it. I was super excited to open this. It just brought back some good memories from streaming. There's our first Pokeball. Reverse Articuno. And okay, I see what I'm doing here. I'm trying to sort them by the energy types right away. Smart of me. Sometimes I make good decisions. And yeah, I'm just gonna let the music play from here. Just chill out, and you'll see what hits I get from the packs. All right. This is the pack where we get the Master Ball. And because I saw purple, I almost jumped out of my skin because I thought it was going to be a Gengar Master Ball, which it could be considered the hit of the set, but it was Haunter, you know. It's really still a quality Master Ball to pull. I'll probably grade this one after looking at it, especially on these Pokeball and Master Balls. There's usually a lot of print lines, and this one didn't have any big noticeable ones, so I was happy with that. Also, the 3 ARs, the Mewtwo, the Squirtle, and the Pikachu, I'm really happy with what I pulled out of this box. Plus more raw, normal singles and reverse hollows to perhaps add to my vending binder. So I would say this was a success, and it makes me want to open another one. There is another one that I have in my possession that has a slightly smaller ripped seal, and I just need to make a decision if I even want to take the gamble on selling that and someone being like, hey, this is ripped, or hey, give me a lot more money off because it's ripped. Well, I'll have to think about it, but thanks for checking out the channel. Appreciate you guys. Comment, like, subscribe, and let me know if you like this content or not. See you next time.